Do you want to know 3 reasons why a free final expense lead program may cost you more profitability than you ever may know? A lot of insurance agents come into this industry with rose colored glasses. They get a free final expense lead program and then feel like they got robbed once they realize these simple little things that I'm going to share with you today. So, things that you really want to have full transparency on before you put that old ring on your finger and ever say, I do. So many insurance agents get hurt and harmed because they don't grasp what they're giving up. They don't even see it. And let me tell you, cheap, easy, and free can sometimes cost you everything. So before I dive into these 3 points with you that you're going to want to pay very careful attention to, my name is Jason and I'm your friend in the business. I'm very blessed to partner with some of the most amazing brand new and veteran agents alike. International agency selling life, Medicare, and annuities face to face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So free resources for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. But let's get right after it today. So, number one, free leads will cost you darn near everything. And you're probably like, what are you talking about? Well, if you're under 100% compensation, and typically a free lead program, tip number one, they're going to put you around 50, 60, some places that really want to get you over, putting you down in the 30s and 40s. You're subsidizing no matter what they say. If they're paying you less than 100% compensation, the house is keeping your money. No different than Vegas. You get those free drinks in Vegas. And let me tell you, those big buildings aren't built because they're giving stuff away. It's because they got you once they got you in front of that table and they took everything. And with a free final expense lead program, they're taking the lion's share of the profitability, the upside, so that you get rid of a little bit of downside risk. You just put it all on the table and the house wins, my friends. If you're under 100% compensation, you're subsidizing your future because your leads come at a cost that is costing you a lack of capitalization because they're winning and you lose. No different than Vegas. So you've got to count the cost here. If you're getting a free lead, that came at a very hefty price. You can't now control the lead because sometimes the leads that they give you are being given out to other people. You're not in control of your leads, and leads are the lifeblood, my friends, of you finding success. If you've got a shared lead that maybe they told you it was a new lead or their idea of a new lead is a really outdated lead, and that's what they consider the best. It's because they're putting their bucks out and they're not going to invest a lot into you with a free lead if you're not a top producer. And top producers don't take handshakes like this. They don't like being handed low comp, 40s, 50s, 60% compensation. Really? You just don't do that. But free leads always will just hurt the agent when they're under 100% compensation. So when they're handing out leads, understand the house always wins. You normally lose. Now, you got to understand most insurance agents will come and go. 90% of the agent force fails. They know this. So tip number two, this is crazy important for you to write down, is your vesting schedule. If you're thinking about a free final expense lead program, ask, am I vested day one? Do I own and control my block of business? Ask that question. You want to make sure that what you're working for you truly own. And free final expense leads come at a cost to you, the insurance agent. You're building a business not for yourself, my friends. You're building it for somebody else. That's why they gave it to you for free. They got you addicted to it. And then guess what? They own and control the block of business. This dream that you're building is for the company or the corporation, never you. This is what keeps you from capitalizing. In most cases, I've never seen a free final expense lead program where you, the agent, control your block of business, but you want to be controlled in understanding. Number two, do I own my block of business? Am I vested day one? Do I own what I'm working for? You've got to see this. If not, you're going to be owned by the business instead of owning a business. Make sure that you're vested day one, meaning everything you're building is for yourself immediately. You shouldn't have to wait 10, 15 years. They know you're not going to last that long, which means when you leave those doors, everything you've done, once again, is in a position where the house wins and you lose. This is no different than a bad gambler in Vegas, and you gambled your career for a free final expense lead program. It can be painful for a lot of insurance agents. Now, if you're one that's got zero money, you're broke, you've got zero, all right, bucks, then maybe a free lead program is okay for you to start because you're like, you know what? I just don't have money at all. Well, maybe you should just save your money, get a couple $1,000s and go make 100% compensation and go believe in yourself. You'll make more when you own and control what you're building. Who cares more about your business? the company or you should care more. And vesting schedule is you knowing that what I'm building is for me because it's a business that's amazing. You need to build this for you. Build it for your family. Build it for your future. Never take the little kiss of a final expense lead that came for free if it cost you everything. That's just insane. This is going to hurt you. And a lot of insurance agents don't know any better. They join agencies where they get these leads and then they find out that they don't even own and control their block of business. Their block of business they're building is just blown up if they walk out the door, or realize that maybe they're not in the best work family. This frustrates a lot of agents that sold everything, so to speak, for a free final expense lead program. Tip number 3, hope you're liking the content so far, is that I want to dive into the fact that number 3, if you're talented, if you have an insane skill, if you've got this, I'm going to be a business owner. All right. I'm going to own my business, not let somebody else own my business, right? I'm not going to give away everything. If I'm working, I'm doing the work, I deserve the wealth, right? This is important. If you're talented, put some skin in the game, my friends. Buy leads at 100% compensation. Go buy your leads and go make those bucks. You'll get more in return. When you put skin in the game, you're going to get after those leads that much with more intent, that much more hustle, and you're going to have more on the backside because you're building this and you put your bucks where your belief is. And when you're making good comp, you've got a chance of capitalizing. Even though 90% may fail, you're going to have the best leads you can purchase, because who cares more about your business, somebody else or you? If you want to be a beast, my friends, never take a free final expense lead campaign. Never take that handshake. It'll leave you feeling like you took a limp fish later when you find out that maybe you need to leave and go own a business for yourself. When you own it, you control it, you can capitalize, and you keep what you're building. And this is valuable. I hope for you to understand. Free final expense leads come at a cost. They can really cut you deeply financially. And most insurance agents would never become a 6-figure producer, and they know it. They've got you addicted to cheap, easy, and free, and you didn't even realize that it cost you everything. Cost you your compensation, cost you control, and control is everything with final expense telesales. And then you found out you have no vesting schedule for a period of years. Make sure that you understand the hands you shake, and I hope that you will make more money as a result. If you need any resources or even good free, okay, final expense lead programs, they're not great. They're not everywhere, okay? But if you need good resources where you're like, I got no money, I need a free final expense lead program, it won't be with our agency here at jasonfinalexpense.com, but I can give you some referrals of some places that you can start. But my friends, never stay there. It may cost you more than you may know. I hope this keeps you safe. Thanks for watching. Have a powerful day. And remember, you've got what it takes. We'll see you soon.